Oh, peep the drip. Yeah, some nice shirts. Patriot Crew, baby. Get you some. Use code William Herring and get you 15% off on orders of $150 or more. So we're back out here today at the range with this gorgeous chrome and wood grip Smith & Wesson 686. Now, these are some of the specs that I'm going to read off because it's a lot to remember. Okay, these are some of the specs that I'm just reading straight off. I don't remember this stuff. So, this is a 4-inch. It's a 4-inch Model L frame, so it's a medium frame. It's a 357 Magnum. You can shoot the 38 special out of it, and it has the Cabola grips on it. It's not like the other ones where you can carry it if you're going to carry something like this. But you can, but would I prefer having something like this? I would take it over nothing, you believe that. But it's still nonetheless a very good gun to shoot. Nice collector's piece, and if you want to use it for self-protection, you actually can. So, speaking on the self-protection thing, if you carry this, okay, we're clear. So if you carry this and you shoot it in double action, that trigger pull is probably pointing down range, because you're going to want to carry it in double action. You don't want to carry this in single action. You're going to mess yourself up or someone else. So that trigger pull, it's a long trigger pull, and it feels damn good. But I would say it's about 9-10 poundish. So now we'll do it single action. That's probably half of that, 3.5 to 5-ish, what my trigger gauge says. But it has the adjustable sights on it. The adjustable rear sights. I'm gonna focus. There you go. Adjustable rear sights. And it has the rail on top of it for anti-glare. And it's a little red alignment for it. It does feel pretty good in the hands. I'm not shooting 357 Magnums out of it today. I'm shooting the 38 specials. I don't necessarily like the kick of the 357 Magnum. Although with the weight of this, I don't think it'll be a problem. You shouldn't have any kind of problem shooting this with 357 Magnums in it because of the weight on it. It is a 6-shot. It's a 6-shot pistol. And the price on them are usually selling for about $900 to $1,000. I think these was introduced around 1981, 82-ish, something like that. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was 1981 Smith & Wesson put them in. And I don't know how long they actually had these in service, but I definitely know they are a very capable pistol. Let's find out and see what the accuracy looks like on this thing. So we're gonna go ahead and move on over and do some accuracy on it. We're gonna be pocket loading this thing because I don't have any of the quick loaders. I need to get some of that because I definitely want to get back into the revolvers. This actually brought back a lot of memories to me. The first gun, I think it was the first pistol I fired. It was actually a 22 revolver that my granddad had. My uncle had it, and I think I was like 7 years old. So it brought back some memory because it looked almost like this. It was just the 22 version that was the 10-shot. And I remember shooting, what was that? Old MD 2020s and Wild Eyes Rose bottles that my other uncle used to drink. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and put some of this on paper and see what the accuracy actually looks like in my hands, because I don't know what it looks like in someone else's hands. I'm not the best shooter, but I'm not the worst shooter either. If you hear some shots in the background, they have a competition going right now. So this is one of the best days to shoot. We got overcast. got competition shooting, so no one's out here. So we're shooting some of this Defender ammunition. Let's see what the grain is on this. Okay, so this is when you're gonna adjust in. You adjust. Anyway, if you can't see it, it's 158 grain hollow points. So it's a 38 special. It's a fat round. So I don't think it's gonna be much recoil off. I actually already shot it already. I shot it. I tried to connect that 200 like I do with a lot of pistols. It was just a no-go for me. Smith & Wesson 357 Magnum. I'm gonna try to hit it 200 with this. You guys see it. Let's see if we can get her. This recoil is not bad on this thing. Can't get her, fellas. It is what it is on that, so let's run this out on paper, see what the accuracy looks like. We do it on paper, and then we're always gonna go to steel and see how it translates over to steel as far as the knockdown power on it, if you wanna call it knockdown power. So we'll put it on a GoPro, and we'll run that, then we'll be back over. This is the 686 6 shot, and then we'll have that over there as far as accuracy. So let's go ahead and load in 6 rounds. And remember, never, ever, ever put your hand here. You don't do a forward grip on these things because you will blow your finger off. All right. So make sure our ear pros in good, because we're gonna get sort of a blast off of this. And we'll shoot this cylinder all in double action. You just have to forgive me on the accuracy. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna throw a few of these shots because I don't really shoot double action like that. Just seeing what it's gonna look like in self-defense. This is actually 10 yards. I mean, we could probably move up some, but we're not. We're gonna stick to what we're saying, and we're gonna aim for the A zone. So let's go ahead and send out a few. And I went way low. There we go. All right, so something I'm noticing, if you don't reset this thing all the way out, it will not spin the cylinder at all. It's doing pretty good. Just that first shot I threw way low because I tried to anticipate the recoil, and that was a mess up on my part. So we're doing fairly decent. So that's 5 shots in. We got 1 more left, and let's go ahead and see if we can land this one in the A zone. That was fairly decent. Also, noticing something else, when you're unloading this, don't do it here because it sort of hangs up the bullet. I think, I'm not sure. You want to try to get it in the middle, or no, it's going to hit here if you get it in the middle. So you want it close to right there. You want the shells here, and let's see if I'm right about this. Yep, there it goes. So it really breaks my heart that I threw that first round. I look like a scrub. I can't believe I did that. But as you can see, that is the group right there. It's fairly decent, but I threw that one. So, I mean, it is what it is. I kind of figured that was going to happen. I'm pretty sure if I would have shot it all single action, they would have grouped up probably a little better than that. So, I did have a few problems as far as getting the cylinder to turn because I wasn't resetting it correctly like I was supposed to. Yeah, I was trying to get that to reset like it was supposed to, but it was just a no-go. That's what happens whenever you shoot a weapon for the first time. I definitely am not used to it. All right, I'm risking $4,000 here for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and get the camera set up so you can see a different angle of this. And 6 rounds. And all of these will be single action because I want to see how accurate I can actually be with this. Man, it's a beautiful day out here. I love this overcast. It's one thing I definitely love about that. That's that North Carolina weather for you, baby. So let's go ahead and get it. And we'll go for headshots on this. And that's what we want to do in a self-defense. Well, I'm just joking. But in all reality, let's just see if we can get it inside that credit card. Probably won't, because I know me. Something that's getting me. I'm getting sort of a Glock knuckle under here. This trigger guard is eating me up a little bit, but that's just being picky and finicky, trying to find something wrong with it. I can't find anything wrong with it as far as these first 6, 12, 18 shots I'm in. I can't find anything wrong with it besides what I'm doing to mess with it or mess it up. That's 5. Let's get one more in the credit card. That's what I'm talking about. Same thing again. Get it lined up here. There we go. You guys know what's coming next. So, some more of my thoughts on this. Smooth loading and unloading of it. For an older style gun, definitely still holds up in today's time as far as revolvers. Smith & Wesson makes some of the best, and this barrel is not hot because this is a pretty hot load as far as 38 special. Probably if 357 was running, I'm pretty sure it should be a little bit hotter, but you can see where the powder is starting to burn here. That's why we say always keep your hands away from that thing over there. So let's get a little more tighter view in. All right, I don't want to shoot my stand, so we're gonna go all A zone. We'll start out. We're gonna start single action, double action the rest of the way through. Well, it's not bad. Think I did better on that grouping, going faster, but it's at a larger distance away. Did a little better than that. You guys can see that. I don't know if you've seen all those shots. Did a little better on that grouping. Yeah, I think I did a little better on that grouping going faster. Maybe it's a fast gun. Who knows? Now let's go over to the steel. So I got to tell you guys, I would definitely refer this gun to someone, especially if you're a first-time shooter and you have a lady that wants to shoot something with a little more power, I would definitely recommend this pistol. I'm not just saying that because I get a lot of these weapons for free. I don't get them for free. I get them loaned to me for free. So I'll tell you exactly what I think of them. So don't be fooled by me having a lot of positive reviews. It's a lot of positive reviews for actual good firearms. If it's a crap firearm, I'm going to tell you. I don't care who it comes from. If it's mine, I'm going to tell you. Do not get this. But so let's go ahead and run this out on steel. Back at the steel with the 686. Let's load her up. This thing definitely has some smooth action to it. We're going to do one set double action, and then the other set we're going to do it single action. It's really making me want to get another wheel gun. I think I am. So we'll do the harder one first. We'll do the double action, then single action. I think we're about I wonder if we can hit from here. Well, we're gonna go for it anyway. We may be 15 yards away. Let's go ahead and send her. That was high. Okay, directly for the middle of the plate. All right, fellas. Hey, what's going on here? All I was gonna say, don't you make me talk bad about you. So we got 4 out of 5 out of that. Had to see where it was actually hitting. So now let's reset the targets and do all single action. So those would be headshots. So I would say in my hands, it's fairly accurate in my hands. Pretty sure a lot of you other guys out there, you definitely be able to print a better group and probably could clear that rack in 2 to 3 seconds, if not faster than that. I'm just a regular old shooter. You know, the gist of what I always say, I'm a regular old shooter, shooting regular guns, giving my regular man's opinion. So, let's go ahead and knock these things down in single action. You gotta remember, center of the plate. Well, I janked that one up. It wouldn't be me if I didn't jank up at least one. I janked up 2 of them. It's always 2 left. It is what it is though. So now let's go back and do the tabletop on this. So my final thoughts on this. Like I said, this is not a real in-depth review on this, but my final thoughts on this pistol. It is definitely worth the coin that you have to put down on it. If you're a collector, I would 100% tell you to go out and buy this firearm. We are clear, but I would 100% tell you to go buy this firearm. It is very beautiful. I will give it that. I love chrome pistols, chrome barreled rifles, things of that nature. This will satisfy, if you want to shoot big bore, this will satisfy that need. If you put the 357 Magnums in it, you'll be good to go. It feels good. The wood grain feels good. You could definitely get a good grip on it off of the wood grain. My only complaint is the trigger guard, but that can be easily solved if you know how to hold it, or you get you some quality gloves, because you will, same thing from the Glocks. You'll get pretty much Glock knuckle off of this. But that's it. As long as you're shooting the 38 specials, you shouldn't have any problem. I'm pretty sure you'll get a little more kickback and rub from the 357 Magnums, but it is definitely controllable. As you're seeing, it is definitely accurate and it is dependable. As long as you know what you're doing behind this trigger. Don't freeze up. The trigger won't freeze up. You won't have a lockup on it. With that being said, guys, I'm out. Enjoy the rest of your day.